Hello, my name is Pamela Ortiz, and this is my video submission for Special Education 556 class I am taking at Grand Canyon University. From here on out, I will be speaking as if I was speaking and collaborating with parents about assessment results and suggested IEP goals. So let's get started. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Jean Bradley. I am Pamela Ortiz. I'm Jean Bradley's special education teacher, and I'm here to share her assessment results and to propose 2 IEP goals, which I would like your input on. So let's get started with her assessment results. In her first assessment, the Universal Nonverbal Intelligence Test, we tested her in 5 areas: in the memory quotient, reasoning quotient, symbolic quotient, non-symbolic quotient, and full scale IQ. In memory, non-symbolic quotient, and full scale IQ, she got a score of delayed. In her reasoning and symbolic quotient, she got a score of very delayed. So let's see what else happened in her assessments. In the Woodcock-Johnson test of achievement, we tested her in reading, math, and writing. Her reading was low, her math was very low, and her writing was very low as well. The other assessment we used for her was the Adaptive Behavior Assessment System, and we tested 5 areas as well. Communication and school living, she scored extremely low. And health, safety, leisure, and self-care, she scored borderline. In the next assessment we used was the Wide Range Assessment of Visual Motor Abilities. In her visual motor, she scored a score of 62. Her visual spatial was a score of 55. Her fine motor was a score of 57. And the last assessment we used was the Comprehensive Assessment of Spoken Language. Her lexical semantics composite in this assessment was a score of 61. Her syntactic composite, she scored 63. Receptive composite scored 62. Expressive composite, she scored 64. And total core composite, she scored 63. Okay, so now let's explain how we'll use all of this assessment information to propose some IEP goals. I have 2 goals that I'm proposing today. One is a decoding goal for Jean that will promote her reading skills, and the other is a dressing goal. So let's talk about the decoding goal first. So this proposed goal is by December 2021, Jean will correctly select and then label a letter sound from a field of 3 when given the sound aloud for at least 80% accuracy on 5 occasions. So basically we would present a field of 3 letter sounds, tell Jean find ah, and then she would select it, and then we would ask her what sound, and then she would label ah. And we are recommending this goal because Jean is below grade level in her reading, and it's been causing staff concerns. And she also had a low score on her reading cluster of the Woodcock-Johnson achievement test. We are suggesting this because being able to decode letters is a strong building block to strengthen her reading as well as her spelling. And there's a few tools we would use to monitor her progress in this. First, it would be a data sheet that I create with 2 columns, one for selecting and then another one for labeling. The other tool we can use is the same Woodcock-Johnson reading cluster, and we can assess her either quarterly or periodically to see if she's making any progress in her reading score. And the last assessment we could use is the Comprehensive Assessment of Spoken Language in the receptive composite to see if she as well is making any progress. And we are recommending this goal to improve her functional reading, a skill that she will definitely need throughout her entire life. And we're hoping that by learning how to decode letters, she can eventually learn to blend sounds together while reading. And as she becomes confident with these letter sounds, we hope also her receptive language will improve. There's just a lot of benefits to this. And of course, I would like your input. I would like to know if you think this is functional, if you think she is far beyond this skill, or if you think this is a skill that definitely needs to be worked on. Please let me know, and we can make any changes based on your input, or we can get started on it right away if you guys agree. So for her second goal that I'm proposing is to help her engage in self-care and daily living skills. The goal is by December 2021, Jean will independently put on an adapted shirt, button and unbutton 5 small buttons, and take off the shirt when provided with verbal directions and gesture cues, as measured on 5 occasions over a 4-week period. So we chose this one because she received a score of borderline low in the self-care subtest of the adaptive behavior assessment, which borderline means that there's definitely something that can be worked on. And we also chose this because we know that the parents have had a change in work schedules, and it's been making it a little bit difficult to attend to her various needs. So we hope this goal can ease in your load. In order to monitor her progress in this area, again, I would create a data sheet with columns for all components. Basically, can she put on the shirt? Can she button the 5 buttons? And also, this data sheet would include the level of prompt needed at each level. So basically, does she need hand over hand for the buttons? Does she need an elbow prompt to put on the shirt? Just information like that would be very helpful for us to know. Another way we can monitor this progress is by the self-care subtest of the adaptive behavior assessment. And we can reassess her with this assessment to see if she has any improved scores on her self-care skill. And my last suggestion for progress monitoring would be something that would require your input. So I would definitely like to know if this would be feasible for you guys. Basically, it would be a home report that could be filled out by myself or by you, and it's similar to her data sheet that we will use at school. Basically, there's a few ways we can go around this. You guys could fill it out on your part, but I know you guys are busy, so that might not be realistic, but please let me know. Another way we could do it is there will be at least weekly, if not bi-weekly, communication with you and I, which is just part of being a teacher and working with students. And in this communication, whether it's email or phone, I would basically ask you these questions just to see how Jean is doing at home with her buttoning skills. And it's not something you would have to track daily. It's just kind of observations that you're seeing at home. Basically, is she showing improvement? Do you still need to go in and button her buttons? And then I would fill out that log in the home report on my end. So yes, this one would require your input. So please let me know if this is something you think you guys have time for, and if not, we can definitely find another tool to monitor her progress. Mostly I'm suggesting this because this would show me her generalization of skills with her dressing in the natural environment. So basically, she's not really going to be doing a lot of dressing at school, but we really would like to know her progress at home, which is where it matters. This skill will be beneficial to Jean in a variety of ways, basically helping her become more independent and learning how to take care of herself. And we also hope that it can help you guys focus on other activities at home and just take one less worry off your shoulders. So please let me know what your thoughts are on all of these goals, and if you would like to make any changes or if you would completely like to scrap it. I would really like your input, so please let me know. Thank you. Bye.